So I will share the screen. Can you see the screen, devotees?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Mataji. So before I start, just Mangalacharan prayers. Om Agyan Timrandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Candramauli Swami Te Namine Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Te Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharne Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarne जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे शिला प्रभुपाद की जय गुरुदेव की जय. So I will try to attempt for this verse, Shrimad Bhagavatam 2.2.4. Got very little time actually just to prepare. So please, I pray to Lord, whatever I say is valuable and meaningful at the right point at the right time. Hare Krishna. And seek your blessings, devotees. So this was Satyam Chito Kim Kashipo Prayase Baho Swasiddhe Upavahane Kim Satyanjalo Kim Puridhan Patra Digval Kala Dosati Kim Dukule. Anybody would like to read translation and purport, please?
I can read, Prabhu.
Yes, thank you,
Okay,
Prabhu.
go ahead, Shilpesh.
When there are ample earthly flats to lie on, what is the necessity of cots and beds? When one can use his own arms, what is the necessity of a pillow? When one can use the palms of his hands, what is the necessity of various varieties of utensils? When there is ample covering or over skins of trees, what is the necessity of clothing? Would somebody else like to read the purport?
Yeah, Mataji, would you like to read purport, please?
No, Shilpesh Prabhu can go ahead, no problem.
Okay. The necessities of life for the protection and comfort of a body must not be unnecessarily increased. Human energy is spoiled in a vain search after such illusory happiness. If one is able to lie down on the floor, then why should one endeavor to get a good bedstead or soft cushion to lie on? If one can rest without any pillow and make use of the soft arms endowed by nature, there is no necessity of searching after a pillow. If we make a study of the general life of the animals, we can see that they have no intelligence for building big houses, furniture, and other household paraphernalia, and yet they maintain a healthy life by lying down on the open land. They do not know how to cook or prepare foodstuff, yet they still live healthy lives more easily than the human being. This does not mean that human civilization should revert to animal life, or that the human being should live naked in the jungles without any culture, education, and sense of morality. An intelligent human cannot live the life of an animal. Rather, man should try to utilize his intelligence in arts and science, poetry, and philosophy. In such a way, he can further the progressive march of human civilization. But here, the idea given by Srila Sukadev Goswami is that the reserve energy of human life, which is far superior to that of animals, should simply be utilized for self-realization. Advancement of human civilization must be towards the goal of establishing a lost relationship with God which is not possible in any form of life other than the human. One must realize the nullity of a material phenomenon, considering it a passing phantasmagoria, and must endeavor to make a solution to the miseries of life. Self-complacence with a polished type of animal civilization geared to sense gratification is delusion, and such a civilization is not worthy of the name. In pursuit of such false activities, a human being is in the clutches of Maya or illusion. Great sages and saints in the days of yore were not living in palatial buildings furnished with good furniture and so-called amenities of life. They used to live in huts and groves and sit on the flat ground, and yet they have left immense treasures of high knowledge with all perfection. Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatana Goswami were high-ranking ministers of state, but they were able to leave behind them immense writings on transcendental knowledge while residing only for one night underneath one tree. They did not live even 2 nights under the same tree, and what to speak of well-furnished rooms with modern amenities. And yet still they were able to give us most important literatures of self-realization. So-called comforts of life are not actually helpful for progressive civilization. Rather, they are detrimental to such progressive life. In the system of Sanatana Dharma, or 4 divisions of social life and 4 orders of progressive realization, there are ample opportunities and sufficient directions for happy termination of a progressive life, and the sincere follower is advised to therein to accept a voluntary life of renunciation in order to achieve a desired goal of life. If one is not accustomed to abiding by his life of renunciation and self-abnegation from the beginning, one should try to get into the habit at a later stage of life, as recommended by Srila Sukadeva Goswami, and that will help one to achieve a desired success.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. So, devotees, what is your understanding from this verse?
Don't look for material comforts in your bed.
Yeah. Any other? I request devotees to please unmute yourself. Just like leave it, unmute it. No issue about the background noise. I'm sure Krishna will manage it.
Also, the necessity for cultivating this kind of culture, this kind of environment is essential, because if everybody around me is living luxuriously, it is very difficult to have that mindset that life is meant for self-realization, renunciation, and so on. In other words, one must be in company of like-minded people who believe that simple living, high thinking is essential for progression in human life.
Very true. Very true. Any other?
Srila Prabhupada is also saying that we don't have to go back to like an animalistic way of living. We still need to be very cultured. So it's not necessarily giving up everything we're experiencing in life, but to do it wisely, to do it for furthering Krishna consciousness, furthering civilization in a good way, and not in a materialistic way based on like greed or lust.
Yeah. Very true. Thanks, Prabhu. So this is very, I think yesterday Radha Vinodini Mataji started from verse 2.3, and that was really highlighting. Maybe I will just stop sharing, and I will request devotee if you can please switch on your video so we can have it more interactive if possible. So see life, if we see, we used to always hear this concept, simple life, high thinking, simple living, high thinking. And if I see certain basic necessities of life are being provided by the law of nature. But then question comes, why we need to artificially endeavor to work so hard to provide these necessities? Yeah. If we see from the capitalist perspective, they are investing. Prabhu said that bed. Yeah, that reminds me. They are even investing varieties of beds. Yeah, water beds, this bed, that bed. Yeah, and Sukhdev Goswami on the other hand side, what he's saying, we just even don't need pillows. Just use our hands. Yeah, I remember. I think that was I was not knowing at that time this particular verse, but one brahmachari long time back, and he became. In fact, he took the renunciation, and he mentioned that when he first time came, he got this verse, that's why I think that probably this is going to be that verse, where he read that we should not use any luxury life, we should live very simple life, we should not use pillow, we should not use bed. So he understood this verse in that way that, okay, not use anything. And he was using simple pillow, and he said that I did not use that pillow. And for a few days I tried, but I could not sleep. I did not have any bed. Then he spoke to his peers and everybody, and then they said, no, don't go for the literal meaning of that. Don't use pillow, don't use bed. We are not in that life where we can live every such basic things. But the purpose and concept is we should try to live a simple life. Yeah. And uh, but our life, if we see really the true facts of our life is like a mirage. Yeah, where animal is searching water in the mirage, in the desert, and it keeps running, yeah, running for water, and feels that water is just a little further away. Correct, and in process of running for water, it dies. And if we just see the same analogy for ourselves, what's our situation? Everyone in this life is endeavoring for sense enjoyment. Correct? Somewhere here or there. Yeah, varieties, degree varies, but majority of us are going for some degree of sense enjoyment. And we think that sense enjoyment is just a little bit away, like animals. Yeah. And none of us feel happiness. And one day we feel we are going to die. And definitely we are going to die. Yeah. So Prabhupada also in the verse, in the purport, he mentioned the very first line, we all are running towards what exactly? Okay, maybe I will keep that word, I will hold that word for now. What exactly we are running for? We do our nice study, we try to get our children's also nice study, we try to get good job, we try to get good family. What's the ultimate purpose from the material perspective we see? Or even spiritual perspective, what ultimately we are looking for?
Pleasure.
Happiness and love.
Looking for happiness. Yes, correct. And Prabhupada mentioned that it's an illusory happiness we are running. Yeah. And Prabhupada used every word very, very carefully. Like he does not use any single word just like for sake of. So ultimately we feel like whatever we do, we are really just trying to get a degree of happiness. Yeah. And why illusory? Because we are not really getting the true happiness in this material body, and we are never going to get, because this is dukhalyam ashashvatam. And this reminds one old person. He was just on the fag end of his life. Yeah, he was lying on this deathbed, and he remembered that in his whole life, when he was in school. See, when you are lying on in certain, none of us has got that kind of realization where we can say lying on this kind of situation. But let's imagine you are lying in a very lonely place, or you are like in hospital bed or somewhere. Yeah. Two of the things comes, either from a spiritual perspective, you will like for devotees, they will be just thinking about Krishna. Yeah. Thinking about Nrsimhadev, thinking about Mahamantra, pastimes. But for material person, he will be going back in his life. Yeah, what happened that day, what happened in his childhood. Yeah, so similarly this person was just thinking when he was in his school days, he was always thinking, he was in fact dying to get out of school. Yeah, and he was thinking that how just come out of this school and I become teenagers and old person so I can directly get into university life. Yeah, so but and when he came to university, he was dying to get out of university. Okay, to go to get a good job, or in fact to get a degree. When he got a degree, he was trying to dying to get out of this whole situation to get a job. And when he got a job, he was trying to get a good family. Yeah, and then like this life continued. Yeah. And then he was thinking, today he really dying. Yeah, he was always thinking when I'm going to die out, and today I'm really going to die. But what I have achieved? Yeah, and he forgot to live. He was just always thinking, okay, I get this, I get this, I get this. But what he was living for? Where was the real happiness, even momentary happiness? And that's why Prabhupada said it's an illusory happiness we are living for. Yeah. We have something, correct, with us. Always we have something with us, but we are, and in fact, we don't believe that what we are blessed with. Yeah. We don't deserve many things, but we are blessed with so many things by Krishna mercy. Correct? But we are always thinking of what is missing in our life. Hardly we are thinking in any day what I have really got by Lord's grace. Yeah. Is that correct, devotees? Yeah. We're always looking for that missing space. Yeah. So it's true, like we have something with us, but we are dying for something else. Fascination of missing things in our life. Yeah. And another true fact is, majority of us, we don't live our life in present. Most of us, we live in future. What will happen after this event? What will happen after that? What will happen after 5 years? What will happen if I retire? What will happen if I don't get this? Correct? How many of us really live just in present moment? Yeah. So we see this at three levels. Like if you are looking for happiness, just trying to see that way. First thing we see, we're trying to get more and more and more of possessions. Correct? Prabhupada mentioned in this purport, and Sukadeva Goswami also mentioned in this verse, we should have a very simplistic life. But what we are going to do, or what we are doing in this life, completely contrary. We're trying to gain more and more and more and more possession. Correct? Yeah. Is that correct? So much going on in this
Not
world.
devotees. At least devotees are not trying to get more and more possessions, hopefully.
Yes, that's true, Mataji. But majority of us are in a mixed devotee life. Yeah, we are not in a true devotee life where we are living like a Sanatan Goswami life, that whatever situation is there, I am not worried about. I should not even think about, or I should not get even attachment to my house or one tree. Yeah, what is giving me shelter? We are somewhere we are looking for certain kind of position, and maybe we are not hankering for that, but definitely we are not completely out of that Maya. Yeah, where we can say that we are not really as a devotee looking for any possession. And for material life, I completely agree. There is so much going on to possess something. You have got a good house, then how to decorate this house. Then you have got good house, then like good decoration, good everything. Then what next? What next? What next? Yeah, and that reminds the ad industry. Yeah, they are trying to make you realize that unless you possess this commodity, you are not happy. Yeah. Um, uh, that reminds one ad caption of a car. where it's saying that buy this car and enjoy the envy in your neighbor's eye. Yeah. Just imagine what's the standard of happiness. Yeah. Like, don't worry about whether you have got this car, you are going to be happy with this car. No. The definition they are trying to insert in our mind is see the enviousness in your neighbor's eye. Yeah. This is the media. This is the world. And as Shri Mataji nicely mentioned in the initial beginning of the class, that unless we really live in association of devotee, very difficult to really think about simplicity, because this surrounding is enforcing us with these kind of things. And what's the standard of happiness? Chanakya Pandit said, we should look upon others' property as garbage. Yeah. Treat others the way you want others to treat you. That's the Chanakya Pandit. Yeah. But we see every property. Normally that happens. When we see nice phone, nice device, nice things, yeah, in somebody, we see that, okay, maybe one day at least I should have this. How beautiful this looks, how good this looks like. Yeah. Somewhere in the mind, this things comes. Yeah. Especially when in the past we have got some hankering, some kind of dream of that things. Yeah. So, and we see that, we feel, oh, maybe wish I could have got. But then we say, oh, I am a devotee, no problem, then I should live. But somewhere at the subtle level, that desire still remains there. Yeah. In Mahabharata, if we see the person, like who is the best character, who was having everything, but he was still hankering for possession. And he got every possession, but still he was not happy.
Duryodhan?
Yeah, Shri Mataji, sorry, you are on mute. So maybe I could not hear you were saying something.
Yeah, same thing what Shilpesh said, Duryodhan.
Yes, Duryodhan. Yeah. He was having full possession of everything in his kingdom. In fact, he gave barren field to Pandavas, and that barren field that was called Khandavprasth, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Khandavprasth. Yeah. And what Pandavas did with that barren field?
Is that where they built their palace?
Yeah. They converted it into Indraprasth. Beautiful. Opulence, because of the such piety of Yudhishthira Maharaj, because of his good karmas of all Pandavas, and of course, on top of that, blessings of Krishna. Yeah. And if we see in the current world, if we see this will be very much, we say this is so bad. Like one father who has got two children, he is giving, if he has got two factory, one factory fully bankrupt, he gives that factory to his one son, another factory is absolutely in full profit and gives that factory to others. But still, somebody who has got that factory, and if he feels that, okay, that son, even feel envious with others' brother, how you will feel, what you will say for that? Completely foolish. Yes. And that's the same situation for Duryodhan. Got everything, and when this yajna, Rasuya yajna was happening, yeah, and Krishna gave him nice responsibility. What was that responsibility of Duryodhan in that Rasuya yajna? All of you are muted, so maybe if you are speaking, I cannot hear. So Krishna gave duty in that Rajasuya yajna to Duryodhan for receiving gifts what all the guests brought for Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yeah. You want to take further test of his enviousness. Yeah. Every king was there in that palace. And of course, when you are here, Rajasuya yajna means they also accept that this person, is a great person, great king. And they try to bring best gift. And Duryodhan was seeing these gifts. And he was feeling more, and there is a fire sacrifice going on. But in his heart, another fire sacrifice is going on. And he's feeling, what is this going on? Everybody is bringing this. And Dhritarashtra asked Duryodhan, feel like you are not very happy. And who is asking? Dhritarashtra. Looks like you are looking some like. And what Duryodhana said? Yeah. How I can enjoy anything here when I know that they are having better things than me? This is the proper definition of enviousness, jealousy. Yeah. He's having every single thing in his palace, but just by seeing a temporary happiness of somebody, temporary possession of like somebody having some good possessions, he's feeling like he's not happy with himself. Yeah. And that reminds me another epic story where two neighbors, they were the bhakta of Lord Shiva, and they prayed to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva appeared. And this one neighbor saw they were good friends, but initially they used to be good friends, but now they were fully like enemy of each other and full of enviousness with each other. And this Lord Shiva came to one neighbor house, and this neighbor asked, Lord, you tell me one thing. I saw one thing that you appeared in his house first. You did not come to my house. What did he ask from you? Lord Shiva said, he asked, whatever you give to my neighbor, just give double of that to me. And this guy said, oh, give double of mine to him. Very bad guy, very bad neighbor. Lord, you do one thing. Lord said, okay, what do you want from me? He said, you cut my right hand. No, cut my left hand. He said, what? Cut your left hand? Yeah. You cut my left hand. Now he will be without hand. What? And Lord said, okay, anything else? Yeah, cut my left hand, left leg. So what? So this is like degree, like of course this is extreme, but this is somewhere like that's called enviousness, like true enviousness. Not happy with what we have got, but we are more worried about what our neighbor has got. Yeah. So this is really, so point is that possession, whatever possession we keep, and Mataji yesterday mentioned in that lecture that whatever possession you get, that's not going to give you happiness because our greed going to increase. Yeah. What we need, our need converts into wants, and wants convert into more and more demands. Yeah. And that never satisfied. So that's why Sukadev Goswami is giving this example that we should live life like a very simple person. Try to keep ourselves happy with simplistic way. And that if you see a farmer in India, let's say, yeah, a normal farmer who is just living in simple life, they are not knowing, even they are not worried, forget about worry, because they don't know how they are going to survive after a few days. So they just do their daily job, eat for that day, and live very happily, sleep happily. Yeah. And they say, like, next day will come, we will see next day. Yeah. Not worried about for long term. But a person who has got lots of opulence, he is so much worried. How to invest my money, how to invest this, if this will happen, then what will happen? So he's more worried in that cycle only. Yeah. And never feeling happy. Yeah. So that's what it's mentioned that possession possess us. Possession will not give us happiness. Yeah. So we should have something which is like sufficient enough for us to survive, but not really looking for something more than that. Yeah. That's the simple mantra for a satisfying or happy life. Then the second thing is gratifying our senses with these possessions. Yeah. When we have these objects or these possessions, what we want to enjoy these more and more. Correct? But we forget what is our capacity to enjoy this. Yeah. If you like, what is your favorite dish, Silpesh Prabhu?
Pizza.
Pizza, correct. Jai, yes. And Shridevi Mataji, what is your favorite dish? At least at material level, you can say.
Yes, at material level, I like many things. Pizza, idli, dosa, sambar, chutney, all these are favorites.
Jai. Mataji should have gone to Udupi temple rather than going to Mayapur temple. She could have enjoyed every day all her favorite food. Yeah. So thing is that whatever good things, yeah, if you like pizza, and if I say, please, Silpesh Prabhu, today morning breakfast, you will have pizza. Lunch, pizza. dinner, pizza. Next 7 days, same menu. Next 1 month, repeat of this thing. Silpesh Prabhu say, Prabhu, did I say pizza? I think you heard wrongly. Yeah. And that's, situation. Like what we don't have any capacity really in our body. Yeah. Whatever we talk, any sense we talk about. Yeah. People talk about mating, like people are like dying in this life for all these sense enjoyment. But somebody said that after all doing all this, you become sannyasi, after all these things. You do all the activity and then after that somebody said like go for more. No, no, no. But problem in this material world, we don't understand these things are not going to give us real happiness. Correct? We all agree. Yeah. And problem is that this leads to, in this material world, leads to depression. Yeah, when you don't get all these things, what you're looking for in material terms, materialistic people, they go into depression. Yeah. And WHO, that's a report. They say 1 million people commit suicide every year because of depression. Or I don't know the regions. There are multiple regions, but 1 million people commit suicide every year. Can you believe? The latest figure was 800,000. But before that, like it's like that kind of average is 1 million. Yeah, that means 40 people in 1 minute. 40 people worldwide commit suicide in 1 minute. We started this lecture 36 minutes before. Just imagine how many people with that figure. Yeah, such horrible situation. Yeah, and this is successful attempt. What is this report? This is successful attempt. How many people really died? And there is another report that 1 out of 8 people are successful in their suicide attempt. So just imagine how many people are really trying for this. Yeah. And we call this world is progressive world. Yeah, we are making advancement in this world. Technology, technical advancement, this advancement, that advancement. Yeah. Generation gap. When you talk to your children, they will say, oh, you don't understand this. See this. Oh, you are old people. You don't understand this. That's why you're not able to realize the value of this. But they're not understanding the Vedic culture, which is so old tradition, still stands true. Correct? And third thing, which everybody is hankering for normally in material life is, what is that? Any other thing, Silpesh Prabhu, you think, or anybody else?
Perfect love.
Perfect love. Thank you, Mataji. Yeah, we are looking for perfect love. But who can give perfect love? People don't understand the definition of love. Yeah, they want that, like even in, sorry, I should not say, but in many times in devotee community also. But if you go for at least material family, then like if you have served somebody 10 times, like somebody is not feeling good, you serve 10 times. Next time, if they are not feeling good and you couldn't by any chance, they will say, oh, they don't love me. Silpesh Prabhu, when you were not well, I gave 10 times food to your home, and now I'm not feeling well. You completely forgot me. Where is that love? So that's the definition of love, correct? We are always looking for some exchange. But love means selfless. No expectation for any return. And who is a perfect example of love? Giving love.
Krishna.
Why, Prabhu?
Because no matter what we do, he's still our father. He never stops.
Jai. Yes. He's giving us moment after moment, life after life. Yeah. We don't deserve, but still, he's giving selflessly, thinking one day we will turn towards him. That's only thing he is looking from us. And that's also not for his selfishness. That's for our betterment. Because he, as a father, he knows, like I mentioned this earlier also, I think, that one father, when very rich father, okay, he had argument with his son, and son left that house. Yeah. And he's just outside somewhere, he's surviving with shoe polish. A rich billionaire father, how he will feel? What worst job he is doing, polishing somebody's shoes and hardly able to survive. He will feel bad in his heart. So he will send somebody, either his relative, his brothers, siblings, yeah, uncles, aunt, just to convince him that please come back. If he does not, then father himself comes. Correct? Same situation with us. We used to live in such luxury life in Golok Dham, but because just we wanted to have independent luxury, we came here. What is that luxury? Dukhalayam Shashwatam. No single moment of happiness. Yeah. And our father is really looking for, beta, come back. Yeah. Come back to me. I'm having such luxurious life. That's what he wants us. He wants to give us happy life. But we are such foolish people. We are living in this momentary life. Yeah. And we are just killing our every moment. Yeah. Our life is like, just imagine that Silpesh Prabhu, you have done accounting study, correct? Mataji has done medical degree, yeah. And let's imagine after that degree, if somebody say to Shridevi Mataji, after studying so many years of medicals, now you will get, your degree will be valid only for 1 year. What Mataji will feel? I paid so much money, I spent so much effort. What? This degree is valid only for 1 year? Will you feel happy? No. Correct? But just imagine, same thing we are doing in our life. We know this life is temporary, but we are still having so much love for this life. We want to have all enjoyment materially. And everything is going to last only in this life. After next life, again starting with ABC, again starting with Nepij, again starting with everything. Yes? But we are so foolish. Yeah? Yeah. So this is like our true reality. Yeah. And what is everlasting happiness? If you want everlasting true happiness, what we need to do, devotees?
Engage in loving devotion to Krishna.
Jai, Jai, full shelter of Lord and his devotees. Yeah. And what is our real possession?
Whatever love and devotion we have and our service attitude, that is our only possession.
Jai, Jai. Yes, our Shastra are our real possession. Our Guru Bhakti, our Sadhu association, these are our real possessions which we can really get. Yeah. And devotees, yeah, if like they get the, as Mataji said, like that's very, very, very critical point. Otherwise, everything becomes theoretical. That we should try to live in association with devotees. And on top of that, like-minded devotees. Because there can be varieties of devotees, correct? But Krishna has arranged some like-minded devotees for us. And when we live in that life, we can exchange nicely, we can learn nicely, we can really get true prema of Krishna. Yeah. Because if we don't get the like-minded, then again we will struggle. So it's very important. And that's really is our asset. And this whole devotion, as Mataji said, that's really, really great possession, great assets. Yeah. That goes in our spiritual bank account, never diminishing, whatever interest rate happens. Yeah. Whatever world economy situation happens, that in that spiritual bank account, interest rate will never go down. Yeah. It only in fact increase with time. So with that I think our real assets, real possession is Krishna Bhakti, Krishna service. We should really, really hanker ourselves for uh, chanting, like real devotion, always chanting, always hearing Krishna Katha, always worshipping deity, always looking for association of sadhu, always look like having this association so we can convert our, wherever we are living, a dham. Yeah. So these 5 limbs of bhakti, which Mahaprabhu mentioned to Sanatana Goswami, very, very important. Yeah. We should live in that. Yeah. And we should like the senses, like how to take it out, like a snake charmer. He has that snakes lying around his neck, but he takes the poisonous teeth out. Yeah. So even if it bites, there is no snake, like no impact. So same way, we have these senses, But we should use these senses, attach these senses, engage these senses in the service of Lord. Very, very important. Yeah. And then only, as you all mentioned, that we can get true prema, true bhakti of Krishna one day with devotees' blessings. Hare Krishna, devotee. So I request everybody, if you can please switch on your video again, or if you have any questions, comments, relations, correction, in fact, please raise your hands. I hope, Scarlett Mataji, today you are not having, you're silent today. Or I don't know.
Hare Krishna, no, I'm not, but I have so much to do because the day after tomorrow I'm going to have a very big surgery.
Okay.
So I'm trying to listen, but I can't interact as well. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
No worries, Mataji. No worries, Mataji. Thank you for joining. Any correction, devotees? I'm sure there will be many. Yes, Shridevi Mataji, please.
My humble obeisances to you, Prabhu. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to our Guru Maharaj. Thank you for a wonderful class again, pointing out to us the futility of running after temporary material things of this world. My question is this. We know this, we hear this, we understand it also from the scripture, but yet in our day-to-day life, when faced with situations, again the mind gravitates towards how can I make myself more comfortable, how can I, secure my assets, how can I, get the latest, maybe it will be actually useful, maybe I should get a better 5G phone. I mean, all these thoughts, they come, and we even try to convince ourselves it's actually good for my service to get them. Mind will trick us in so many different ways. So it is very, what you're saying, to be completely just absorbed in devotional service seems like impossible with all the daily temptations that we have. So if you can kindly tell us at the practical level how to deal with these temptations, that will be very helpful for me. Thank you.
I will try, I will attempt, Mataji. So, few important pointers. I completely agree with you that we cannot live in a very ideal life where we say that we are completely surrendered. Of course, that's our goal. Yeah, one day we should have that desire that Krishna, by your mercy, everything is possible. So that goal should always be there. Having said that, important point is, and Guru Maharaj also mentioned in one of the class that if we have that thinking in our mind that, okay, let's imagine that I am having a desire for particular material object. Yeah, I want this or I want that. After having that, yeah, so one is that before possessing that, I am not able to control that. I should not have, I should just engage myself away from this. That desire remains. We get that object. After using that object, then we feel that maybe actually that was not really true valuable for me. I unnecessarily wasted my time, okay, or I wasted my resources. If I have that feeling in my mind after that realization that actually this is not really good, this was not really required, and we keep thinking, when we again go for that, because we are living in that world where we are not really living in a perfect world. Again, we may go for some kind of hankering of something that, okay, I should have that desire, I should have this, I should get this. Let's imagine some sweet, simple example, rather than thinking very complicated example. All of us know, irrespective of whether I have sugar problem or I don't have sugar problem, we all know that sugar is really not good thing for us. Yeah. And after 40, after particular age, we should definitely try to stop ourselves from sugar as much as possible. Of course, in ISKCON, that's the only one thing which we will test every single day. You try to come out of this and you are served with nice, Prabhu, today Rasgulla, try just half. And then you feel, okay, just Prabhu is saying, I don't want this, but just Prabhu is saying, just to Prabhu fulfill your desire, just your wish, I'm taking this. I'm honoring this, Prabhu. Yeah. So just like, okay, I take this. But towards the back of my mind, I feel I have that realization, it's really not good. Tomorrow, if somebody say, I should try to stop myself. Next day, again, I get it, but I know that, okay, this is not good. So every day, if I have that realization, one day will come when I will really, take that tough stance and they say, no, 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 this is too much. Every day I'm talking about how foolish I am. Yeah, I'm preaching everybody, but I'm not even able to control this small thing. No, this is enough. Yeah, and we feel, somebody gave me this example. Behind getting everything, there is attempt to have pleasure. Yeah, and this is in our mind that I will have this, I will get some pleasure, let's enjoy a little bit. But how many of us have pleasure when somebody say there is a vomiting? Can you just have it? I will just run away. Nobody can even force me. Correct? Nobody can force to take. So if we have, because we know that this is not going to give me pleasure. If we develop that thinking in our mind, in back of mind, that whatever, like this, something I'm really attached to this is like, vomiting. This is something. Cannot have this. Whatever anybody force, whatever my senses forces, no, no, no. So even I attempt, I try. Of course, it's not possible first day, second day, third day. But after a point, if we keep thinking in that direction, that this is not going to give me real pleasure, this is keeping me away from, moving me away from my real goal. Okay. So one day will come that I will have real hankering, like less hankering for that particular thing. And of course, one day will come when by Krishna mercy, and I always pray to Krishna, Krishna, this is just a small thing. Remember Prabhupada, like somebody asked Prabhupada, I have left everything, but I cannot leave just this chocolate. Yeah, I have left everything, but chocolate I am so much attached. And see, Prabhupada, this you have not asked for in the any vow that like chocolate I should not have. This is like I have left tea, I have left coffee, but chocolate little bit. And what Prabhupada said? Okay, fine, let's imagine even this is a gray. It's not black and white. But if you feel like in your mind, because you're asking this question to me, yeah, that this, can I have this? That means somewhere in your mind, this probably is not good. Yeah. And if you feel when you are standing in front of Krishna and Krishna say, I'm just one hands away, just in this life, maybe next life, because you ate chocolate, how you will feel? So immediately you will feel, oh no, Krishna, no, 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 no. Yeah. So I think if we try to have these kind of relations in our mind, that my real goal is this thing, maybe okay. Like after having this, again, keep thinking, keep meditating that this is really not going to give me pleasure. This is just like my, something which I omitted from my body. It's not like I can never think of consuming. I can never think of going to near to this. One day will come. And of course, we keep praying, because prayers are very, very, very powerful. That's what I feel. When we pray from Krishna for a real goal, not for something material, Krishna is so, so merciful. And I'm sure that he will listen to us. And he's listening to us. And Guru Maharaj, I remember that I asked similar question to Guru Maharaj. He said, just realize 5 years before versus 5 years now, versus now. How much you think you have changed? So if you have changed, that means that's because of prayer, because of certain desire, because of certain karma, because of somebody blessings. So if you keep continuing that in that path, resolute path, that I need to achieve more because life is running very fast, you will achieve more than what you have achieved. And you can control what you are not able to on your own. Because controlling sense is not just in my hand, it's like prayers also. Of course, my big desire, but of course, somebody blessings. So sorry, Mataji, that's what I feel like somehow we can attempt. And in fact, I'm the very bad person who is giving these examples because I myself is not able to control my, these sense enjoyment. Still like living in this world, still trying to get more. But very little attempt for my end.
Thank
Only
you.
for myself.
Thank you for sharing those tips where you actually said that after we do it, we feel, why did I do that? There was no pleasure, there was no happiness in that. I wasted my time. This realization is very important because if we get this realization, then it will stop us when the temptation comes up again, saying, I got nothing out of it. Why should I do it again? So thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
It's very helpful to hear that.
Scarlett Mataji, please go ahead.
Yes, thank you very, very much for today's class. You mentioned something about sweet, so sugar, and I know I have been seeing so many of my so-called how to say friends, neighbors, that there are so many people that they have problem with sugar. But what I don't understand is why is it so much sugar used in movement? It's used a lot of sweet, a lot of sugar. And okay, I understand that it's offering to Lord Krishna. It's Lord Krishna who has to like it. That I understand. But in the same time, if someone come and bring that sweet to me, and I don't, and I said no, thank you, I don't take it. Isn't it? Will that considered as offense?
There are multiple angles, Mataji, when we think in that way. See, if we talk about the real, very high class devotees, very high class, like they may feel like whatever comes in their plate, just as a Lord mercy. They don't differentiate whatever comes. They feel like it's all Krishna Prasad offered to Krishna. I don't need to worry. Yeah, but that's very high, like different. Like we are not at that platform. Most of us are not at that platform. Second thing is that when it comes for Krishna Prasad, yeah, let's say somebody is giving you, somebody say that I have come from Vrindavan, yeah, and say that okay, I have got this Krishna Prasad, like Mahaprasad, Mahasweet. You are having, like, you don't want to take sugar. You can always say, just give me very little, tinge of that sugar, like prasad, because you don't want to say no to that, but very little is not going to damage. Yeah? Very, very little, just like, which is just like very small, minute particle. And that way it's not going to harm. Third thing, what important for us, like, is that how to, control our, like, see, of course, Krishna loves sweets. Yeah, Krishna loves all these. He used to love, Mother Yashoda used to prepare nice sweets and everything. But, and there was no mention of sugar or diabetes in any Bhagavatam or any scriptures. Yeah, because people used to live healthy life. Why? Because they were fully absorbed in Krishna. When you're fully absorbed in Krishna, where is the time for, see, all these disease comes because of anxiety, because of stress, because of tension. We talk about many other factors, but the true factor for any disease is really this stress. Yeah, and just think about even Prabhupada, like how many difficult situations he has gone through. But he was always like, because everything, yeah, Krishna will manage, Krishna will do, Krishna. So stress is not there. Stress is there, but he will not like take it. And he always said that I feel fearless. So that way you can control. Prabhupada, like in the age of 70s, he used to eat gulab jamun, kachori, which you can't even think of. We can't think of in this age. Yeah. So that's again like different, like because it's a different stage. Yeah. Uttam Adhikari. Yeah. For us, I would say, just to conclude, very important point, as I said, don't offend any prasad. Like, don't feel that, okay, if I'm saying no, let's say, that I'm going to offend. Krishna wants internals cleansing, not external. Yeah. Many times we are so much worried about externals. We are not worried about internals. We need to focus more on our internal things. We should more worried about, like Krishna will be more happy. Like let's say you eat, somebody gives you one gulab jamun and you say, oh, I am not feeling good, but okay, Krishna, it's your prasad, let me take this gulab jamun. I know I'm going to have, like, after that I have to have some another medications for this, but let me take. You take that gulab jamun, and for 2-3 hours you are just thinking in that mood. Where is Krishna bhakti here? It's better to spend 10 minutes in the japa rather than thinking 3 hours that, okay, I have consumed this sugar and now how I'm going to deal with it. Yeah. So Krishna is always thinking that engage ourselves in Krishna service, Krishna bhakti, Krishna pastimes and all, rather than thinking ourselves that how to eat. We have to start thinking about how to control our senses in that way. Yeah, but we are not offending anything here.
Thank
Sridevi
you.
Mataji, you want to say something, please?
Yeah, absolutely. On the dot, Prabhu. You covered all the points. As Scarlett Mataji asked that question, I remember what Srila Prabhupada said. He said, Krishna loves sugar. So Krishna doesn't have any diabetes, sugar problems. He can eat even forest fire. So therefore, we make so many wonderful sweets and offer to Krishna. And our youth and young children, and they can all eat the sweets. There's no problem. As you said, as we grow older, we have to be more controlled about our diet for health reasons so that we don't ruin what little health we have. And can just take a pinch. If someone says, please take, and we just say, thank you, I will honor Prasadam, and just take one small pinch so that you're honoring Prasadam, you're honoring the person who's offering. At the same time, you're not. Very nicely covered. Thank you.
Prabhupada always used to say in ISKCON that gulab jamun is my bullets. Yeah, it attracts people. So it was something, and even many devotee you talk to, they comes to temple because they feel like nice prasadam, nice sweets, nice halwa, something good is there. They love that, and that attracts people because something has. And this is not just food. This is a prasadam, and as Mataji nicely said, it's up to us how we really because yes, like every category of every segmentation of devotees are coming in ISKCON. Yeah, so it's good for everybody. But somebody who does not want to, they can honor just like in a proper, controlled, strict way. I hope Mataji covered your question.
Thank you very much.
Hari bol. Silpesh Prabhu, you are meditating. Where is your meditation? In Rasgulla or something else or pizza?
I think it was yesterday's Prasadam feast.
Hari.
No, I was just thinking that the happiness we experienced yesterday being around Guru Maharaj, that's a very different type of happiness to that material happiness everybody yearns for. It's like a satisfied happiness. It's not like when's the next, rush coming from it. You just feel satisfied, I think, with devotees and Guru Maharaj like that.
Yes, Prabhu. It's like mentioned because with Guru or like these senior sannyasis, it's mentioned, sadhu sangha, sarva shastrika, lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hoy. Yeah. Just small fractions of their association can convert a foolish, a very lowly person into a devotee. Yeah. Valmiki, who wrote Ramayana, he was just shooter. Yeah. But by simple association with Narad Muni, he wrote Ramayana. Yeah. So sadhu association, that's why one of the limb in 5 limb of bhakti I mentioned. Sadhu association, sadhu sangha, devotee association is very, very powerful. And that's why I always say, people say, oh, I have got nice deity in my house. I have got nice, like even my family is all devotee. I don't need to go to temple. Are Baba, going to temple is not just like Krishna is waiting for you. You have to think that I will get the association of devotee. I will get that environment, that ambience, yeah, which is not possible at home. You can have like temple, very beautiful, nice. You might be worshipping whole day. That's all perfectly fine. But association of devotee will be missing. That you can get only in temples and such kind of places. Yeah. So this sadhu sangha is very, very and sadhu. His Holiness Keshav Maharaj mentioned in one of the lectures, sadhu means who converts, like we are two negatives, he make it into positive. So there are people who are all negative, but by his association with sadhu, he can make everybody positive in Krishna Bhakti. So sadhu association is really, really powerful, which we can't. Everything looks, see, many times people say this realization. We prepare nice. My wife used to, I remember in my Bhakti Friday Bhakti Shastri course, a few Mataji have mentioned this to me, that we used to prepare bhoga earlier also. We used to cook. But now, because when I said like, no, whatever you cook, you are not going to eat, first offer it. They said like, I don't know how come. Earlier we used to taste 3-4 times whether salt is right, salt, everything. Now we don't taste, but it looks very tasty. And my family is very happy now. I said, because it's now not bhoga, it's not food. Sorry, it's not food, it's a prasadam. So that association, because that's also having association with Lord. Yeah. This, anything which you touch with Lord, it converts into Vrindavan. You can have association of normal food with Krishna, it becomes prasad. Yeah. You convert simple discussion with a sadhu, it becomes a discussion, it becomes a proper exchange of devotional service. Yeah, like proper. And you like invite your any sadhu or anybody in home, it becomes a temple. Yeah. So any association with any such things convert material into spiritual. So that's why we all felt so happy yesterday, Prabhu. Not happy, blissful. Our, like, if it could be in our wish or in our hand, we could have just took control of Guru Maharaj and could say, no, you can't leave from here. No. But no, you are not going to meet with Sridevi Mataji. No, not possible. You are going to stay with us. We are more lowly, more, completely fallen people, devotee here. Their devotee are already uplifted. Why you need to go there? But we have to do more desire. We have to do more worship, Prabhu. More sadhana, then only we can please. Sorry, Prabhu, I just went left and right. But I hope I...
It's so good, Prabhu. It's so good.
Sorry, Sridevi Mata, you wanted to add something. Please, please.
I was thinking about what you said and what Shilpesh Prabhu said about how satisfied you feel. And I was remembering Guru Maharaj saying that in spiritual life, there is satisfaction, but no satiation. In material life, there is satiation, but no satisfaction.
Very
I was
nice.
thinking about that. Thank you.
Very correct, Mataji. Very correct. That reminds me this verse, Bhagavad Gita 5.22. An intelligent person does not take part in the source of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and end, and so the wise man does not delight in them, because they are temporary. There is cessation. Yes, very true. Good. Somedatri Mataji, Hari Bol. You had a big, blissful life for so many days with Guru Maharaj. Big holy name, festival. Everything she had. Holy name, association with sadhu, dham, Krishna Katha, and deity service. Wow. Somedatri Mataji is in meditation mode. Mataji, you are on mute. Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, give us some mercy. Give us some realizations.
Somedatri Mataji, Guru Maharaj calling. Looks like she only talking to Guru Maharaj.
Yes.
She talking Guru Maharaj only, and she is saying Guru Maharaj calling. Hare Krishna Mataji. Share your realization, Mataji. You had such nice, blissful experience before Janmashtami.
Sorry, we can't hear her.
Yeah, I'm something else with
Can you hear me? No.
No. No. I know.
Haribol Mataji. I think looks like some network issue probably.
I share with some problem because I can mobile doesn't I can know use the computer. No.
Sorry, Mataji, couldn't hear because of network connection, but I'm sure you might have had, there's no doubt, a blissful experience. I will not say happy experience. It might be blissful. And see the smile of Shridevi Mataji. She's so happy because she say, I'm going to a blissful experience. You're talking about past, you're talking about present, I'm talking about future. Yeah.
I'm blissful right now simply listening to you. I'm not thinking of anything else. It is just nectar for my ears. I'm
Hari
so
Hari
happy
Mataji.
just to have association of all of you. Thank you.
Hari Hari Bol Mataji.
I don't know what is this. Krishna. I don't know.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay,
Hare
so if there is
Krishna.
no Hare Krishna Mataji. So if there is no further questions, comments, Vishnu Pavani Mataji, Hari Bol, how are you?
Hare Krishna, please accept my humble obeisances. I'm okay. Thank you very much for the lecture.
Jai, Jai. Mataji, keep pizza ready for Silpesh Prabhu and Sridevi Mataji. They're asking. They're coming to your home. Sorry, Mataji, just joking, please. Hari Hari Bol, it's being recorded. I will be crucified tomorrow. Will be banned from these lecture series. So, Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If no questions, I will close this class here only. Vanch kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhu vyevicha patita nam pavinebhyo vaishnavibhyo namo namah. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai,
Bhagavatam ki jai.
jai,
Guru Maharaj ki jai. Anant Koti Vaishnav Brind ki jai. Hari Hari Bol. Hari Hari Bol.
Hare Hare Bol. Thank you very much for today.